In addition to reducing our dependence on foreign oil and aiding our environment, one of the most significant impacts wind energy has on our country today is the amount of business opportunity it provides. One industry in particular, trenching, is actually thriving from wind power. Today, we are going to take an in-depth look on the story behind trenching. We will explore everything from the role it plays in the wind industry all the way to the increasing restrictions being placed on the men digging up the dirt.
A trencher is a continuous excavation device. In this case, we're here with a chainsaw. It has a digging chain, plates, rock tools, and it continually turns as the attachment is in the ground. Pulls material into the conveyor, and then the conveyor excavates the material out of the center of the machine.
The trenching is part of the installation process for the cable. The cable is actually what connects the wind towers together, kind of in a daisy chain, and carries the electricity generated from the wind turbines all the way back to the substation, where it goes into the power grid and goes out to the houses and the businesses across the country.
With over 20 years experience in the trenching industry, TESMEK began applying their expertise in wind energy projects in the late 90s. Rocky road, rain or snow, TESMEK is literally forging the path to a more sustainable nation.
We have a variety of different configurations of trenchers, from rock saws to bucket wheel trenchers to this chainsaw. Different applications actually are served better by different configurations of machines. This machine behind us can dig most anything.
These are 35 kV cables that go in here. We trench approximately 4 foot deep. We put a very soft padding material in the bottom of the trench. We lay our cable inside, then we pad the top of it. It is all about protection of the cable. Then we have a fiber communication cable that goes in, and then also a ground wire just in case there's a fault or something like that. It shorts out easily, and that is also a protective mode for the cable.
Though trenching requires tough equipment and industrial-sized machinery, the technicians of TESMEK have precisely engineered their trenchers to have minimal impact on the environment.
We need to do everything we can for the environment, and that's part of what we're doing here. Wind is clean technology.
For just one wind project, these men can trench up to 50 miles. That means over 3 million cubic feet, the equivalent to almost 7 feet of dirt over a football field every 10 hours of operation.
We just measured the production of the 1475 chainsaw here. 25 foot a minute was the lineal distance measured in 60 seconds, which is a very high rate of production. It saves time, saves money, saves serious manpower.
When it comes to wind energy, there is much more than meets the eye. The wind industry as a whole is comprehensive, not to mention the complexity of each individual project, the number of turbines, the size of the towers, the land they rest on. All of the above must be taken into account before TESMEK may begin operation.
These machines are actually really cool. They're all of a continuous type nature. They're all highly efficient. And there is a certain amount of customizing that can go into, that really needs to go into these machines for the environment in which they're going into, plus the application that they'll be used in that environment. In this case, this 1475 has been modified for this job. It has a very short boom in it that is literally solid mass. This unit, as you see it here, weighs about 190,000 pounds. It's an extremely heavy machine.
In the next 20 years, it is estimated that wind energy, which now only contributes to less than 1% of America's energy supply, will provide up to 20% for our country. However, this means more construction and, of course, regulation. As a result of the increased production and low environmental impact of TESMEK's trenchers, projects can be completed faster, allowing this green energy to reach the consumer sooner.
It's free. We all have it, we all get it, and it's a way to utilize that resource to the benefit of the people. It's good for the environment, it's clean, the communities benefit from the tax base that it adds for the schools, the hospitals, the counties. There's a lot of benefit there. It's really a win-win for everybody that chooses to be involved in it.
We see the future is growing for us in this industry. The TESMEK brand or TESMEK line of machines, and specific 1475s, and some of the other models that have application in this type of environment, they're lower cost operation. They're highly efficient in what they do and how they do it. The cost of service is low. The units are ideally suited for this application.